Yes, yes. What up? It should be right here tonight. Uh, I decided to do live for the funds. What's up? Who's there, man? Who's there, man? We got my boy Dom Diddy. You say, hey, Chubby. Hi, Chubby. Yeah, what's up, man? What do you think I look like tonight? Do I look like the Predator? Or do I look like David Greenblatt, the zombie? I think I look like David Greenblatt, the zombie. Hey, what's going on, man? I just watched what's called the introduction, the press conference, the final press conference, huh? For what's his name? Huh? Daniel Dubois, these Usic. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Nazim Hamid was there. Missy Mornings. Yes, bro. I thought it was Missy Rock, but whatever, man. I can't see that well through this. Yeah, what are you saying, blood? Have you got your Have you got your surgical mask yet? What for the like upcoming what's it called fucking lockdowns? Yeah, I don't know, man. I bet Ricky Hatton's sitting there. What can I do for me funds? I'm gonna fight another 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 exhibition, maybe against Nazim Hamid. You know, who knows? We could be gifted with that. It doesn't matter how long the lockdowns is. If we see Ricky Hatton sparring, it'll be well worth it for 90 quid. Missy Rara, oh, she here too, man. Hey, what's up? What are you saying, girl? Of Chaka in the house. Should be the 13th. He back for the funds. Always about the funds. I told you this. Number one, God. Number two, the funds. Number three, Tyson the dog. Number four, the channel. Number five, Sonny Edwards. Anyway, yeah, I just watched the what's it called press conference from Dubam Usic and Nazim Ahmed was on there, man. It was like back in the day, you know. His fat fingers wobbling around, boasting. He was bragging. He was boasting on his son. Yeah, he looks about like 16 stone, to be honest with you. But it was good to see him, man. It was good to see him. Ricky vs Bruno. I think Bruno would battle Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton is a welterweight at the best, but you know now, man. My boy Reese, yes, Chubby. What's up, brother? What's up, my brother? I hope you're going all right, man. Yeah, so I've seen this press conference, and there's what's his name? Don Charles. Don Charles, he's always old trainer. Now he's training Daniel Dubon. Daniel Dubuck, the enormous giant buck, and he's big, man. I don't think he's got no chance, but 10% chance. And you know, his name is not even Don Charles. It's Charles Ennie. It's Charles Ennie, and he said he had like 13 amateur fights. He said he won 10, lost 3. People always lie about their records, man, especially bums. And I could only find one fight. Harry Senior stopped in 1 round, in the ABA. So whatever, man. Tell me, my boy Joe. Tommy Fury, these cats. Who do you think wins? Tommy Fury, I think. You know, he's not the best boxer in the world, but you know, I mean, you'd think he's got all the advantages as well: experience, height, reach. Hamed is a new Michelin man. Yeah, he was bragging on his son, Adam Hamid. Yeah, he's going to be the new prince, Adam. He's the new prince. He's a new superstar. I mean, how many of these sons have actually done any good? How many? Camp Belen? Chris Eubank Jr.? Joe Kazaki Jr. was going to fight, but he didn't. Nah, I don't see anything from that. Yes, there's Predator in the house. How's it going, my brother in Christ? Yes, my brother, I love you too, man. No homo. God bless you. Yeah, I quite like this look. I quite like this. How is everyone doing tonight? Chat, how are you doing tonight, blood? Darren goes, Diamante's killed. Yeah, David Greenblatt Diamante, the liar, the bullshitter, who claimed he lost an arm, and 3 days later, all 6'9" of him, allegedly, he's more of a liar than Tyson Fury. All 6'9" of him was calling the Brooklyn Nets game. What do you know about that? Full of shit, man. What's Jason? The triple P, man. I don't know what to say, man. It's green, black, and Jason, man. Right here. Right here. Triple thoughts on Trump about to be arrested. Okay, was he our guy after all? Would he be chilling in a penthouse during his time? Yeah, he's not our guy, man. No one gets that high. Yeah, no one gets that powerful. No one gets that high without being in the cabal, in the Illuminati. He's going to be, he's just another liar, another stooge, another professional actor. You getting your drink on tonight? Yeah, for sure. Now listen to this, homeboy. This is rosé, and people go, oh, stomach, oh, that's a girl's drink. It's 14% blood. It doesn't matter, huh? Carlsberg Special Brew is only 8.5%. Lager is 5%. Strong premium lager. So why is this a girl's drink? It ain't a girl's drink. This is a serious drink. What do you know about that? 14% blood. It's stronger than Special Brew. I'm going to stop soon, to be honest with you. Yeah. Who's scared of the new code? Oh, yeah. So there's allegedly a new strain that's been detected. You know what that's about? They're going to do some new lockdowns. Be prepared for that. Salute, Kang. Yes, my Kang. We here. Without further ado, retro. Cool me once. Shame on you to fool me twice. It's very cryptic, blood. They're very cryptic. Piers Morgan, are you meant to be the Predator or Jamaican? That's maybe David Greenblatt, a zombie, because he came back from the dead. He came back from the dead, bro. But you can have all of them, man. Have you seen, there's a good film with Steven Seagal. I think it's called, what's it called, man? And he bashes up all these Jamaicans. Blood clot, they go, blood clot. There's only one white boy, two, brother, And he mashes them up with his fake Aikido. That's just cool, man. I enjoyed those films, to be honest with you. The fat Steven Seagal bashed up two guys, Jason Voorhees. I've never watched Friday the 13th, to be honest with you. But I know it's Jason Voorhees, my boy A-double-B. Yes, brother. I can't read very well in this suit. Okay, Pierce. Do you think there was any time where Trump was genuine? Okay, or he was a small hat puppet from... No, he was a puppet. I laughed. And he bigged up the USA's biggest ally by giving them even more foreign aid. Can you imagine the country like that needing foreign aid? It's fucking bullshit, man. Thai drinks is obviously for real, man. Yeah, but Thai drinks, that stuff that's got it's fruits. It's not proper rosé, 40%. It's like what's the one he drinks? Blossom Hill or whatever it is. And it's got like fruits in it. It's only 9%. My boy Jess says, yes, my brother. My brother, hello, brother. What you like about the outfit? Do you like that thing? I can't see well out of it, but I'm doing okay. You give me call out with triple correct. He's an interesting guy. I mean, triple grape who comes on here quite a lot, right? I think he even gave me some money once on Cash App, which anyone can do on Bengal G14. But he just, I don't know. He's like a Xerox blood. You remember what Xerox is from back in the day? He photocopying things. I think he just needs to do his own thing. And I'm saying that not as criticism, but as an encouragement, Well, yeah, I'd link up with him. I might be going to Sheffield for the Lee Wood fight. But the problem is the Lee Wood Warrington fight. Have you seen the undercard? Yeah, top of the bill. Some woman boxer and some other bullshit. Who cares about that? Well, these all-right heroes like Trump and Musk, they control opposition. Musk is not all right. He's clearly controlled. If you see any of these guys, they repeatedly do this, that. Yeah, if they do that all the time, they're bought and they're controlled. That's all you got to know. And his mother and him do that all the time. So anyone who gets that far and gets given that much press is of suspicion. So yeah. My boy Jay says, please hit the likes for my guy. Yeah, hit the likes. As I said, I'm going to start a new channel. I've just been lazy. I've actually set it up, and but you're not even allowed to say on YouTube because they're scared. But I've done that channel, but I just haven't done any videos yet because I want me fans. I want me fans. It's not about money. It's about the fucking fans, bitch. Not like a Ricky Hart with his £90 sparring fee for a sparring session. Perfect time for the elite to bring another lockdown when they're trying to push 15-minute cities. You said 16, but I think being 15 too much. Push back against them. Yeah, and they're pulling down, what is it, the ULEZ cameras in the UK. They got the new cameras, and apparently, if you, this is nuts, man. If your vehicle is not, I don't know, it's not carbon neutral, some nonsense like that, they will scan you and they will fine you for going in to central London. It's fucking insane, and people are starting to pull it down. But you know what? I'd be hopeful and think there's a bit of resistance, but it's not really. They're just motorists who are bitter. They're not going to do much, man. That's Steven Seagal from Jamaican. It's called Mark for Death. Mark for Death, blood clot. Yeah, get that. Two brother, one white boy, blood clot. That was bad. Well, Aikido has been so exposed because you remember, like, it's one of those things. You get all the Aikido things. You go, whoa, they just touch it like whoa, and they fall over. But it doesn't work in real life. No one does Aikido in the UFC, do they? Because it's whack. It's fucking embarrassing. Most of the traditional, this is what weirds me out. Most of the traditional martial arts, including Shotokan Karate, which I used to do, Taekwondo, Hapkido, Kung Fu, Aikido. Judo is different because that actually has some proper grappling skills, but they were bullshit. How did they last that long? I remember I used to think my sensei could fuck up my entire and I was 14, and people would say, "Come on, man, you can't be serious." I'd be like, "Yeah, hey, block, hey," and apparently, they used to be able to punch through the armor of samurais and take on samurais. And can you imagine that? What a load of shit. Anyway, my boy, comment for Steven Seagal movie's War for Death. Yes, a great movie, a great fucking movie. Jason Voorhees is kind of based. He killed the generals. Yeah, I did see that in the more recent thing. Jason does Brooklyn. I mean, you go around Brooklyn killing everyone and basically killing degenerates, right? Yeah. Echo Falls, yeah, that's his preferred drink time, but he sometimes goes on to Blossom Hill as well. Yeah. Come on, Joe. What do you think we're doing in a boxing match? Trump or Putin? Putin is actually skilled in the martial arts, but Sambo and I think judo. He's smaller than Trump. If what's the age difference? I'm not sure. I think Trump would outpoint him with a long jab. I think that happened. But both of them would knock out Sonny Edwards, obviously. Objective inclusion. The Steven Seagal movie, again, Mark for Death. The Ross favorite is called Screw Fest. There wasn't just one Screw Fest, was there? There was two Screw Fest, Screw Fest mess you up, bruv. Yeah, man, I'm going to watch that tonight, bruv. Back, nostalgia reasons. Peter's talking about Triple Grape. He's a bit mentally fucked, but he has a good heart. He just don't drink anything. Give What do you think he might rape my ass, man? Can't big up Triple G. Big up to you, bro. Am I right in thinking Triple G is one of the GOATs? Golovkin? Yeah, but they kind of... It's a weird one because you couldn't... legacy people, Like... We'll look at Hagler and go, Hagler, he could never beat Hagler. He had a very good chance of beating Hagler. Hagler had losses, It's all about... the problem with Golovkin is... who was big wins in his prime, and he was kind of kept away a bit. My boy, am I just a realist? I think I don't spend too much something. Who's the GOAT? Who's the pound for pound? Like I said, Sonny Edwards is apparently, according to Frank Warren, and himself that pound for pound British fighter at the moment. And Dave Allen would fucking destroy him. So I don't believe that shit. Rishi Sunak's father-in-law owns all facial recognition assets and surveillance tech in India. Pierce, man, you got some good knowledge, bro. But yeah, absolutely. And it's bullshit. And his billionaires, right? Matt Curtis, where Tam Booth at? Tam Booth has got a strike. He's he said that on a video. He went on a Triple R video. Yeah, he said that. So he's got a strike, which is not surprised me. Without further ado, most people are just puppets with no soul, ability to think for themselves. Yeah, at least 80%. It's tragic, but hey, HLB, what up, brother? Dr. Corey Tuggers. The doc is yeah. So Dr. Corey Tuggers knows a lot about Corey's, and apparently Tyson Fury entered his surgery, and yeah, there was a lack of excitement about the size of Tyson Fury's Corey, which is probably why he's so obsessed with it, man. Should be going all snip knocked. Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't really like one of them punk groups, and they all like support Biden, and they're all like they pretend to be bad men, but they're punk guys, but they're all liars, man. They're all liars, man. Have you seen Steven Scarf when he doesn't get up? See it? Why fucks everyone up? Yeah, I mean that was. What is it? You know, to be honest with you, I have a bit of nostalgia for Steven Seagal film. There was only about 3, right? Under Siege, Out for Justice, and another one when he goes around New York and he goes into a bar. And he goes, yo, there's a lot of boxing memorabilia around here. He goes, who's the tough guy here? Who's the tough guy? And then does his fake Aikido. Holyfield is Usyk in their prime. Well, it all depends whether Holyfield was clean. I believe Usyk is a better fighter. I believe Holyfield was very determined and come forward, but he struggled against a few guys. Usyk, whatever they say, has not really struggled against anyone, you know. All that bullshit. Oh, he struggled against... Well, he was about 20 pounds less. He didn't struggle, really. He had him under control. Yeah, Trump a lot older than Putin, but is he not? Is he not what? Bad motherfucker. They're all pussy holes. They're all of them. All of them. Huh? Can we chip in for Putin to be Sonny Edwards? Come on, man. No one wants to see a mismatch. No one's interested in the mismatch, you know. Putin would destroy Sonny. You know, be like, fucking choke him out, man. And Sonny would go, ah! Panking, yes, brother. What's up? Did you watch O'Malley butt break selling? Yeah. And I put my money. I had 3 bets. I had O'Malley. I had who the tough guys? There was Cody Gibson and Kurt Holloway. I had Kurt Holloway and Cody Gibson, but Gibson let me down. But yeah, it's a shame, man. I only put 5 on. I would have won 85 quid. But yeah, O'Malley, man. I don't like his fruitiness, you know, and he's apparently a cock. He lets men and stuff run trains through. So when you have what, you can't be a man. You can't be a reasonable guy if you allow strange men to smash your woman or any kind of man. It's fucking disgusting, man. So yeah, I like O'Malley, but he for that reason, the cuckold reason, I find it hard to support him. Rosé in the house. Pinot Grigio. I'm gonna stop drinking next week because it's not good. Less than a decade between them, I think. Yeah, I mean Trump's definitely got the size advantage, and size means a lot in fighting. It's not everything, but I think Putin's got the skills advantage. I think it's a good fight. It's a good fight. Oh, my man Pierce knows a lot. Any thoughts on the 432 hertz frequency where music is set? So, this is the theory they changed the frequency to music. And correct me if I'm wrong, because a certain frequency gets into the subconscious more, right? Now, if you get normies, they might go, oh, you're conspiracy. I go, whoa. So you're telling me that actually people, let's forget about where they're trying to program people. You're telling me that music companies wouldn't do anything they can to sell more records. Of course they would. Yeah, very interesting, brother. My boy knows a lot, Pierce. You should start a channel, blood. Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, Trump in the 70s, Putin in the 60s. They're both shills anyway. Who gives a fuck, man? Inversion. What's up, Tripe? Tripe? Oh, triple B typo. Thank you, brother. Yeah, Dr. Corey Extender. Yeah, Dr. Corey Tuggers. He's fun. Comes on the channel. I ain't never seen a cigar movie at DMZ, but DMZ was partially based. That's why he got whacked. Although he was also a degenerate piece of shit who had like 13 kids. I can't respect anyone who has loads of kids and doesn't look after them. And there's no way you can look after 13 kids in this day and age. It's just bullshit, man. Okay, this is a good box question. Jalei Zhang is Joyce's number. Will produce the bang again. I'm looking forward to that fight. I'm not betting on it because I told you, I tried to bet on the first one, and I even said 25 to 1. Excuse me. The Zhang 1-6 is huge. Zhang by stoppage, I can't remember when it was like 12 to 1. I said, I'm going to put a few quid on that. And I messed it up. I thought I had, and I hadn't pressed confirm. But this time they're more or less even, with Zhang a slight favorite. So I'm not going to bet on it because there is always the option that Zhang might gas. And also, like, man, come on, man. Judge Joyce cannot fight worse. You might say, oh, we can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, firstly, that's bullshit. You can teach an old dog new tricks. If you know about dogs, they can learn new tricks like that. But, you know, you can't do worse, surely, man. Oh, really? Did you see that in the video where they talk about banging transfer? Well, he's a well-known. Like, he flashes all the symbols all the time, and you know, come on, man, don't trust that fucking idiot. Dan James, is Dubon worth a cheeky bet by KO? What are the odds? Because that's the main thing. People always ask, is this worth a bet? I said, well, what are the odds? Because, like I said, I didn't expect. If I had to bet my life, I wouldn't bet on Andy Ruiz knocking out GayJ. But at 12 to 1 for the win and 18 to 1 for the KO, I put money on it and I won £800. It's all about the odds. Is Dubon? I think it's about 12 to 1 for Dubon by KO. I don't know, man. There's a chance he's an enormous buck, a huge buck. Yeah, he's young, you know. You need to catch him with one shot. On the other hand, I think he's quite slow. He's stupid. He's an imbecile. You know, he almost got knocked out by Lorena. So, mate, if you're gonna put 5 quid on it, 12 to 1, just for interest, do so. But I wouldn't say bet a big bet. You get me? Where should we go out and about again with the search of Nigerian Stew cooking queen? We need a party. Yeah, I said to that guy, if you saw the live, and I was, I was walking the street after I went to the club with a nice Polish girl who had a upside down, a heart-shaped bottom, and which is fine, you know. I was like, oh, she's a young girl, she's having a laugh, but apple bottom jeans with the burb. I was like, please don't twerk. And she didn't, thankfully. But yeah, afterwards, some Nigerian was like, you want the women? I said, I look like I need to pay for women. He was like, you want to go to the strip club? I was like, no, I don't want to go to a strip club. I want a traditional woman. I want a girl that will cook me stew. I said, have you got any Nigerian? Yeah, I don't know. They probably only had Romanians, right? I don't know. Have you noticed Africans, whenever they laugh, it's always high pitch. Yeah. No. I don't have Nigerian women. And I make myself laugh sometimes, like a retard. But yeah, fuck that, man. I said I want face down, ass up. I like the big Niger. I was joking. It's not my thing, man. Nicholas Sturgeon beats Sam Merkel in a boxing match. Who wins fight? I don't care as long as they're armed with swords or Uzis. You know, they make me sick. Them two biatches, man. Yeah. That Big John, that Zhang, did a buff and veer with his pure human filth. That Big John that Zhang did a buff with. What do you mean, bro? What happened? I must be missing something. Oh, did a buffet with. Oh, that's what I'm missing. Buffet. I mean, it's a, that Big John is it? He can get his 10 minutes of fame or 15 minutes of fame or whatever, and make a little bit of cash out of stupid Big John boss channel. But he's heading for an early grave, man. John Fisher, who I like actually, I like him. I think he's bringing people to boxing. I don't know how far he'll go, but he's big, he can punch. He's full of PEDs, and but you go, listen, Dad, you fat piece of shit. I'm putting you on a diet, man. You are a fucking disgrace. Isn't having more kids and raising them properly based because that's how breeding works in the true, but only if you're based and you're traditional and you're bringing them up correctly, and you're from a certain subspecies. You get me? DMZ having 13 kids, or Agent Bona having 13 kids, and people like that is not based, man. They should have 0 kids. They should have 0 kids. Anthony Loswell. Tate banging Transformers. Did he not say he wanted to? Yeah, that's what someone said. It's fucking disgusting. Disgusting. We need to. Pierce. We need to. Pierce is based, man. Where's Little Musgrave tonight, man? Like me, Little Musgrave, maybe laugh. But Pierce is based. We need to break Tyrone Wolf out of Tate's satanic spells. Yeah, he likes Tate. I think Booth can be red pill. He can be made base and can be red pill, but he has to come to goodness. He has to come to goodness, see the goodness, and reject evilness. So, Anthony goes, I think Dubon will quit. Well, it's not the first time he's done it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Chubby singing to 50 pence was like, but when I pull out up front, I see the bands on dubs. When I roll in the club, I see David Greenblatt in the club. I say, yo, muzzle top. I can't remember, man. I made a rap. I can't remember the fucking words. When I see David Greenblatt in the club and I say muzzle top. Yeah, David Greenblatt in the club with his mulatto girl. Muzzle top, brother. My boy Cyborg off to work. Or what you let Chubby? It's 5:30 in Oz. Oh yeah, of course. My boy Cyborg's in Oz. Yes, brother. Enjoy the work, man. I just watched Once War Is. Does anyone here remember the film Once War Is? I think it's in New Zealand, not Australia, right? Blood clot, fucking. Do you remember Jake the Muss? Jake the fucking Muss. I remember. I was a youth, and I watched Once Were Warriors. And it doesn't matter who he's bashing up, his wife, his cousin, or some other random guy in the club. He was so violent. Bam, 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 bam. That's just what I thought. Too much weights, not enough speed work. Man, blood. Okay, poor, my boy Pierce. Freeboats make mandatory with teenagers in high school. Well, not the sickness. Like, my grandfather goes to Pride. Have you seen that sickness, man? My grandfather goes to Pride. It's for primary school kids. And, oh, man, I don't even know what to say. I don't want to take anymore. It's so disgusting. Anthony, if that girl started twerking, would you walk away or tell them to make a stew and say, well, if she's twerking, then I don't want to know. I know that she's been poisoned. She can be made right. But, I ain't got the time, man. I ain't got the time to waste, bro. Pierce, time-based materialism about all this. That's what I'm worried about. It's killing his soul. Greenblatt is playing David Greenblatt in the house, and they say muzzle top. When I'm sitting in the club, yeah, I'm worried about that. I think time can be saved though, because it can be based. So, oh yes, Quartet Uprising is literally banned from YouTube. I found it for several months. The censorship. Yeah, he's had like about 20 channels. They keep on getting banned and banned and banned, and with no real reason, man. So, what do you expect, man? What do you expect? Of course, these things are wrong. Time to put grandfathers, pride grandfathers in the book. I mean, it's so bizarre. It's this book allegedly for children about uh, a batty man's pride, and it's just every bizarre thing that global homo are pushing was in that one book, and these like and they got people dressed up in bondage gear. They got people with the zip tits things, and like the couple complaining, we don't want this told to our kid. And they got called bigots, right? And they got attacked. What do you know about that? Palmo in the house. Base, predator basement. Thank you, bro. It's hot in here, bro. John Large. It always remind me of John. This should be was AGA's DX celebration about men. What do you mean DX? He's all about men anyway. So, you know. Yeah, the call to uprising exposed many things. I learned a lot from. I agree from him. YouTube and the elites would rather keep that. See, of course it is, and the thing is about even what happened to Chubby. So the rules you got to keep are so abstract and so vague, right? They can be applied to anything. Oh, hate speech, or reusing content, or so the call to an uprising was banned for spurious nothingness, hate speech, and there's none. All these things can be interpreted by the person who decides to interpret them. So there are no, and this is the same in law, by the way, as well. And the same in law, you'll have these vague laws that tell you what you can and can't do, allegedly, but they're so abstract and vague that they can be applied in any way. And so you can get attacked for whatever you're doing, bro. It's like even, right, in the UK, there's a law that says the only thing necessary, right, to be found guilty of racial discrimination, hatred, attack, is if the so-called victim thinks it's been a racial attack. So you imagine about that. Let's say me and you, I'm like 15% Mozambique, but I look white. If I got in a fight with a black guy and battered him, or even if I didn't bat him, and he went to the police and said, I think you attacked me racially, I would be done for racial offense because he claimed that it was a racial. Can people not see how spurious, how interpretable these laws are? It's bullshit. And this is just how they pass their agenda. I mean, it's no surprise to me, blood. Anthony, why is still David Greenblatt's haircut? Because he's got the best haircut in the world, man. If the men on D-Day knew about what they really found was, they would never land at the beaches of their own nations. And even very closely after the invasion, General Patton said, we fought the wrong enemy. So what do you know about that, homeboy? Should be. Answer me this: how do the Indians land an object on the moon when they can't prove? Because they did it in the streets, isn't it? Apparently, no joke, right? I saw an article where some right-on organization had set up a bunch of toilets for Indians to improve their hygiene, and instead of taking a dump in it, they started to worship it. No joke, man. I ain't fucking taking the piss here, man. This is real. The problem is with this hat, you can't smoke a cigarette, and I quite fancy one. Anyway, but well, it's a lie anyway. And you've seen even like they've admitted, it's just actually. If you look on a lot of the articles about this landing, like, this is actually CGI. This is not real. But if you read three quarters of the article, it looks like it's saying it's real. Bullshit, man. Yep, the greatest story never told. Europa, what's it called? Europa, the last. Fuck me, I can't remember. That's the one you want to look at, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, so no. I don't know. Palmer goes, play this a Bootaloo video. Do you know, I haven't actually looked on how to play it. I know it's quite easy, but I need to look at on how to do it first. But I bet it's fucking hilarious, man. And there's other, there's other videos and brochures like, please, if you see a woman you like, don't rape her. Don't rape her, which is meant to help immigrants to Sweden. I mean, can you imagine that? Had to be told not to rape a woman. Where's Missy Raw? She was here earlier, bro. Briefly, but she got an email and that's cool. That's right. Videos about the China and India moon landings were blatant CGI. I mean, it's pathetic, man. Oh, look, here's amazing pictures of the bottom end of the moon that's never been seen before. If you notice, one of the weird things is how curved the structure of the moon is in these pictures. Now, the moon is circumference-wise, what is it? I don't know, but 5 times smaller, say than the. But if you look at all this, it seems to be bent like this. It's bullshit, man. Oh, the last battle, Europa, the last battle. I mean, this is incredible. It's actually rated on IMDb. It's 10 out of 10. But it's hard to see, of course. That's right, Europa, the last battle, bro. Because they don't want you to know the truth. They don't want you to know the truth, man. Got plenty of people saying that. Yeah, Missy Ross says, yeah, I'm there, hey, chilly. She's probably just chilling, blood. Don't worry about it. Missy Ross in the house, living the good life. Yes, mate, come on, my boy, T-Bone. West Ham United Football Club, which I used to think was a UFC. Yeah, how are you, brother? What do you think? Talking of UFC, what do you think about Sean O'Malley? That's actually a beautiful shot. He let him out, bang, right on Aljamain Sterling's chin. What? Bang! Good night, bitch. Yeah, I can't like that, man. Yeah. Aversion, sorry. Boogie is too fat to box. Another fat man beat him. I don't know, man. I missed something. 40% of the shit in the street. Yeah. Well done. I mean, well done, the moon. Yeah, it's all bullshit, man. Anyone who believes that shit, they go, and it's not even that, right? The fact that the mainstream media claims these people landed on the moon in the 1960s with less computer power than a fucking calculator, and it's so laughable. I mean, imagine, and they had a live call with Richard Nixon or whoever it was. Fucking forget about it, man. Okay, Europe is honestly good. People still can't get phone signals in this country, but we're supposed to believe the president rang Neil Armstrong on the fucking moon at 6. Yeah, I mean, I just said that. Obviously, the actual phone signal thing, I wouldn't concentrate too much on that because there are people who say, of course, because it's on the earth and it can be blocked by mountains, and people will find excuses. But the idea that the technology exists in 1969 to have a live call, by the way, with no delay between the president and fucking astronauts live. Oh, come on, blood. You gotta be a retard to believe that shit, man. Thoughts on vaping? Yeah, Canon. I'd say don't go near it. That's my only thought. Missy Rara. No, actually, no stew cooking tonight. And no, my man's good choice, but you should cook a stew, blood. Yeah. Clint Eastwood inspired me to smoke cigars. Well, at least you're not meant to hell on cigars, right? Oh, GayJ says the south side moon is the landing zone. That is a pavement. You know what's weird? So they're saying the moon is there's a dark side, and you can't land on it. What the fuck can't you land on that? But the most amazing thing to me is if you go look at the lunar module from the first 69 landing, and you look at what a piece of shit it is, right? And they're saying, in this clear picture as well, this thing flew at the top of a fucking missile and flew 330,000 kilometers to the moon, sat on the moon, whilst the docking station was orbiting the moon, and astronauts walked around it. When they finished, they blew up from the fucking landing schedule, docked, huh? Docked with this fucking what's it called, the docking station, and they went round the moon, and the gravity of the moon threw them back all the way to the Earth, and it landed on it amazingly, and no one got killed, even though they'd never done it before. You imagine trialing something like that. You say you do something that dangerous, but you decide, no, I'm not going to trial it. I'm going to do it live. I mean, it's the biggest PR bullshit in the world, man. Yeah, my boy, we smoking on Bird. I used to quite like a bit of greens. If it's young bitches, you need to recommend Derry City, the main city. Well, in Ireland, I've got a lot of Irish fans, to be honest with you. I'm a big fan of Irish people because they've been treated badly, you know, and they know they've been treated badly by the media, so they don't believe the government and media. Of course, there are loads, and they've been fucking paused, man. It's terrible for me to think. But you know, like the people that believe the media and government, most of the middle class, because they've been treated well, and they'll be lining up for bing, bing, bing. Fuck them. No, not fuck them. I feel sorry for them, but fucking idiots they are. Yeah, I don't know how long I've got, man. What have I done? 41 minutes. I was just going to do a quick one. Does anyone think Buck, the huge buck, has a chance with the usage? Yeah, I don't think so. Have you heard about the Island Boys version selling this up? Well, I mean, come on. All these fucking guys in the media, surely they admit it. If you can, you should be able to find it on YouTube. Now, of course, it's been paused. You can probably find it on BitChute or something else, or like fucking Odyssey. There's all these people saying, yeah, I saw myself. What's that bitch called? The fucking hoe. She used to be a gospel singer. And she would have dark side. She would marry Russell Brand. There's Madonna. There's Angelina Jolie. All these people say, yeah, I saw myself. I mean, how can people just go, oh, I mean, nothing there. They're really having a laugh. Matt goes thoughts on Lucy Levy. I haven't paid that much attention to it. There's two possibilities. It's real, or it's just another big story to cover things up. I fucking don't know, man. The Island Boys are disgusting. Just anything else. So, yeah, the Island Boys, these weird guys with tattoos all over their face. I don't even know. The only reason I know who they are is because I've seen them in, like, you know, I keep an eye on mainstream media and Twitter and shit, just see what they're trying to push on people. And they've got these fucking idiots with tattoos on their face, these pussy holes. They always get these Greek boys. You remember Chipmunk, right? He's the other pussy hole, young buck or something. Or, there's all these fucking idiots. They always get the weakest, most feminine looking guys. What's that prick called? Triple X Tentacion. What's the other guy? 69, the other idiot, 69 something. What's his name, man? Huh? With the hair that's all different colors. They get all these weak, batty guys, basically. Triple R back in the house. Wait, here we go. You're right, yes. I can't stay. I'm off to the shop for some pre-rolls. I was yeah. I was just talking about it earlier. Not bad. I was just asking what you were doing, and you know, I do think you need to let your pure character come out, blood. But yeah, you do smoke a lot of weed, though. What should we be drinking tonight? I'm on Asahi. Yeah, Asahi's quite a nice place. Japanese tonight. Support the rebirth of the Imperial Japanese Empire. That was a super empire. The only problem is, do you know what freaked me out about Japan, right? So you got Japanese people. They've got allegedly the highest IQ in the world, right? I do think they lack creativity. Like if you look, like a lot of creativity comes from white European peoples of that origin. They seem to lack creativity in Japan. Their art was backward. Industrialization was back compared to Europe, but they're very intelligent. But they still fucking managed to get convinced to do shit like kamikaze. It freaks you. It shows how manipulable people are. It's nuts, isn't it, man? My boy Palmer goes 10 minus 10% chance to debum. Yeah, I think that's right. The only reason is like I don't I don't want to see Usyk get beaten. Huh? Number of reasons. Firstly, I don't rate Dubuck. Secondly, I don't know love for him. He's clearly an HGH abuser. You see his knuckles and all that. Um, you know, and I do want to. I still hope that I might see Usyk Fury. Although I fucking doubt it, man. Thoughts on UK rappers? I don't really know much about modern music now. UK rappers. Who are UK rappers? Who are UK rappers? I don't know, man. I don't think I know any of them. Fuck me, you serious? When I heard the Island Boys doing stuff on the OnlyFans, it's so sick. This is what they push next. They being the globalists, you know, they all push incest, pedophilia, bestiality. How do you know that? Because you can see it dropping it. Like, I don't watch. Obviously, I don't use no porn channels or anything like that. But even back in the day, before I got clued up, based, and became Christian, I'd sit there pushing. Stepfather does this, that, and the other. You can see what they're pushing. And even if you see normal newspapers, they'll be pushing stuff like, "Oh, actually, there's nothing wrong." Well, what happens if your sister loves his brother? Why should you hate that? Notice in mainstream media, you will find stories like that. Sicknesses, man. Yeah, triple grapes in the house. Yeah, I think he's going to the shops though, fam. Anthony, that's disgusting, Anthony. What's the first video you watched on the internet? Man, I got no idea, brother. No idea, bro. I mean, I'm a boxing fan. Either be UFC or boxing, I'm a medicine. Well, unfortunately, because I was a retard back in the day, maybe something to do with filth. Britney Spears, I don't want. I've rejected that shit. Let's be clear here, right? The Island Boys resorted to incest to upset themselves. I heard they were from Epson. Man, I don't know. None of the sickness, unfortunately, surprises me, but fucking, it's disgusting to even read it. Thoughts on thoughts. Very deep, man. What are you talking about, blood? Thoughts on. Okay, here we go. Thoughts on people's thoughts, asking you for your thoughts based on thoughts of past people's experience. Well, people's very clever, motherfucker. No, yeah, people can ask about anything and ask me about my thoughts and stuff. You can tell when people are trying to trip you up usually, but some, whatever, man. It either works or doesn't, man. Yeah. Central C is good. What you talk about? Rappers? Yeah, I'll have a look. What's the one? Oh shit, man. FTA Boss? Is that something? I don't know. Someone played it to me. I quite liked it, man. Yeah, that's right. Comfy board. Elite ideology is demonology. Yeah, Satanism. It's sickness. I mean, I don't really go with that, man. Europeans, says Palmer, have been manipulated into allowing a full-scale invasion managed by the government. Yeah, of course, man. If kamikazes were nowhere near as badly treated by their... I mean, that's nuts. That's how easy it is to manipulate people. If you can manipulate people to give up their own life for philosophy, then you can make them do anything. You've got people... Look at Molly Tibbetts, for example, right? This girl got brutalized with a sheaf of corn, and oh man, it's so disgusting. And what did her family say? Oh, we shouldn't blame Mexicans because the perpetrator was an illegal Mexican. Mexicans are just islands with better food. So he's defending, right? An illegal immigrant who destroyed and brutalized his own daughter. If you could convince people to have that little respect for their own children, then you can make them do anything. And unfortunately, that's 80% of the people. And we've got to take hold of those people. And we've got to reclaim them That's the only hope, that you can get these people and fucking educate them. I know that sounds weird. It sounds like a very Soviet thing to re-educate them. But what can you do with these idiots? Because they can't think for themselves. They will just take what they're told. We need to re-educate them so they're on the right side. That's what I'm talking about. My boy Piss, autism based, yeah. I have a theory that the reason they can't cope in today's world is because everything is fake and they are more in touch with God's reality than most, so feel deep pain and modernity. There is that. I've got autist friends and they are, obviously, they're based. However, there's a push from the elite to encourage autism um, and mental illness in people. So it's hard. And also, an autist might realize, but does he or she just put up with it? Does he or she just put up with it? Does he or she just decide, fuck society, I'll live my own life, rather than do anything? I don't know, bro. I don't know the answer to that. LJJ, Roy Jones Jr. in the house. They push low T Justin Timberlake types to attack the cultural sense of masculinity. Thank you. I mentioned this way earlier about how, Tentacion. Yeah? Who's that? Someone please tell me, who's that fucking 69 idiot? That 69 idiot with the hair. Huh? Even like guys like Sean O'Malley from the UFC, a tough guy. They're pushing him and he's a cuckold who wears rainbow hair. I mean, come on, man. They're pushing that degeneracy, that lack of masculinity. And that doesn't just mean being a tough guy. It means looking after your family, having children, not doing degenerate stuff. Absolutely. Thank you, brother. In version, the old days, the internet was more and fucking based, man. Because in the early days, see, it always takes time for the mainstream to hook onto new stuff, right? Generally, certainly technology wise, and the early internet days were based. They were ruled by the people, by nerds, and now we realize that we used to make fun of nerds, but now we realize that nerds were based, right? And they had their communities and they ran things, but obviously, commercialism, corporations, governments smashed that all. So yeah, it's a shame, bro. I wouldn't say I was super edgy at the time, but I recognized the reality of the internet, and I had a tower desktop early on. Yeah, fuck that, man. Matt, can I be almost your bit when my boyfriend's gay? Come on, man, that's an old joke. You did better than that, brother. It's a joke, says Matt. Yeah, I understand it's a joke. I understand. But it's not that great a joke. No, I'm only teasing, bro. Hit it, man. Hit it, man. Fucking hit it. Angela Real Boss Message. No, this is funny because she makes these posts on my channel and a lot of other channels, I think. Yeah. Excuse me, doing philosophical like posts and stuff, isn't it? It's quite weird, man. Yeah. I don't know if it's a bot, obviously. That's what you think, man. My boy. Comfortable. The MC is just cattle. Vaccines will ruin their numbers, man. Yeah, but not to unfortunately, in some ways to our detriment, because there are few people to fight that. See, the NPCs could, if they were educated right, could be brought on our side. But listen, man, all my family have had fucking, and I cry. I cry. And they go, oh, what you mean you want to start? I go, no, of course I know when you fucking die. Of course I don't. But you've compromised your fucking system, blood. Right? Excuse me. And all this, by the way, data was available in mainstream media. You know, the percentage of likely to die, the fact that it was identical to flu and symptoms, the fact that, you know, that only very old people, and only a small percentage of them were at risk, but you still took that shit for your fucking jelly beans, man. Fuck you, man, for being such a fucking idiot. That's what I gotta say, man. And boy, Navdeep Chani, yes, repping the red, gold, and green. Navdeep from Ireland. What up? Pack it up, pack it in. Oh, you mean this? Oh, you know, this is actually from. Sorry, I was thinking the white, gold, and green. That's Ireland. This is actually from Ghana. This is no, is it Ghana or Cameroon? Chile, 1962. Chile, 1962. Excuse me. Cameroon colours. But yeah, I like their colours, man. I think they go well. This is too random. Matt, thoughts on K-Fair? Do you mean Kevin Federline, Britney Spears' hubby, beating John Cena? Come on, man. Are you serious? I don't mind WWE because those guys are actually super athletic and tough. And have you seen there's like a show called The Dark Side of Wrestling? That's really interesting, man. Yeah, sorry, Nadeem Chani, Haile Selassie, Ja Rule. I'm a Christian, but I like the colours, man. Yeah, I like the colours, man. I'm gonna stop at 1 hour, by the way. 69 is grossing. Can someone tell me this fucking prick's name? 69. What is this? It's 69 with the fucking hair all rainbowed. He is grass, yeah. He's known to be a fucking grass. He admitted it. He goes, so what? Come and get me. You know, I actually respect his honesty because I've been reading a book called Legacy. It's about the Olympics, right? It's about territories in Canning Town, and it's incredible how corrupt everything is, from the police to the councillors to the gangsters, and the gangsters are all grassing. It's fucking. You sit there reading it. It's full of detail. It's hard work, but the first half is easy to read, and it's just like, man, they're all wrong-uns. They're all wrong-uns. Yeah, man. All these big-time villains are all grassing to some extent, and will work with the courts and police. It's insane, man. Michael Maloney, my boy. Logan Paul boy had modern female, 100 bodies on her, 2 abortions, 100 bodies, 1,000 bodies, bro. I will say this, right? Dylan Dennis. I was like, I thought he was too much of a talker. And to be honest, he's a jiu-jitsu guy. He's up against Logan, PED Logan. But he has done one of the best trolls I've ever seen. And I respect someone who's got skills at trolling. I've done some crazy trolling back in the day. It was so much better back in the day because, you get on Twitter and whatnot. Like I said, I had like 30 accounts banned. But you could interact with MPs and shit like that. They wouldn't be clued up enough. Right? It's just ignore you and block you. They would answer you and you could rinse them, man. Oh, man, I can't remember, but I fucking had fun. But yeah, Dylan's done a good job, to be honest with you. Pierce. The wheat has been separated from the chaff as it was foretold. The strong brothers and sisters, for there will be. Yeah, but why would the establishment who hate us and use us want to produce a line of people, a population of people who are rebellious? That's what I don't understand, right? Sorry, let me explain that. I mean that theory. I don't believe that's the case. I believe they just want to get rid of as many idiots as they can, and the easy ones to get rid of are the NPCs. Yeah, those that believe this shit. Man, look at that blood. What is that doing? Obviously, the power, man. The power, like a prime Prince Nazim. The speed, the accuracy, the power. Yeah, I think they just want to get rid of those idiots first because they're like, these people are too easy to get rid of. will convince them to take a noxious substance into their bodies for a fucking jelly bean. Oh, my boy Bear says, Chewy's Coogan's blood on his knuckles. Pierce, man, you got eye for detail, fam. Yeah, when Triple X Tentacion died, most of the students were sad and they played his music to honor him. I mean, like, to honor him, what? You think you sit there going, oh, thank you, pussy holes. I told them to turn down the volume or mute it. They got mad at me. I feel sad for you. I mean, all this kind of virtue signaling, and especially if it's misplaced, is fucking pathetic. It's just 6ix9ine. That's it. Oh, some people call him Tekashi 6ix9ine. Yes, that's what I meant, mate. Tekashi 6ix9ine, the pussy hole with the. He's like, have you seen the guy's body? He's meant to be some tough guy. His real name is Daniel Rodriguez, I believe, and he's got this. He's got these fruity teeth, this fruity hair, and he. And have you seen his body? It's so weak. He's trying to act like a tough guy. You know, why they're pushing this fruity look to everyone? The Dark Side of the Ring is a show. Yeah, he's thinking of the episode where Ric Flair was drunkenly trying to prepare for flight attendants on the planes from the year. That was great. There's also a lot of darker stuff, though. I can't believe how young so many of these WWE guys died. Well, I can believe because they lead an unhealthy life. A shitload of fucking painkillers, Oxycontin, Vicodin, drink, and injuries, you know. What's his name? Chris Benoit. You know, it doesn't really surprise me. I'd like to see what the average life expectancy of WWE wrestler is. And I bet you it's like at least 10 years less than the rest of the population. Pierce, two battles, P. Diddy, Saito. There are some videos on this, right? On YouTube. Yeah, there's some videos on this. Jake the Snake documentary. I didn't watch that, man. That's good, is it? I quite like who's the enormous guy? The giant. What's his name? Andre the Giant, from a small French village with like 400 people, and he's a humongous guy. Apparently, he should do disgusting stuff like huge farts and take dumps. I'm not really into that. It's kind of must have been a weird life, right? Logan Paul and Dylan Dynasty MMA says Logan used to be a wrestler. Yes, he did, and so did Jake. He also had the trolling conflicted stage for Logan to get attention. Possibly, but if it is, it's also a humiliation ritual because he has been fucking roasted and rinsed, you know. And it's not, it's not just, you know, lightweight stuff. His fiance, and by the way, so these Illuminati people have to understand to be humiliated, whether it's be with batty business or, you know, cuckolding. That's part of the deal. So yeah, it's no surprise to me, blood. The British Bulldog was like 30. Yeah. Takeshi 6ix9ine is female to. That's one of the rumors. I mean, I don't. What I'm saying is, I don't 100% buy all these Transformer things, but is there a possibility? Yeah. Why? It's part of the sickness. Will it be revealed? That's the interesting thing. Fam, it's us. Yeah, isn't that Triple X guy the same one who owned that white kid in a vid? Big up Triple B. Been watching all your vids again. I'm being so busy, I didn't have time. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. No problem. I don't know about that, but none of this shit would surprise me. You can't keep up with all the sickness that's going on. Larry Jablinski in the house. Should be what we're saying. Everything, man. We talk about everything. Summarize everything that's happened in the stream so far. I'm blood. We're talking about sickness, batty business, negatively. Boxing, bro. You're gonna have to watch it again, man. Come on, bro. I can't even remember. I just see me funds are very active, and we talked about Campbell's, Nazim Mohammed's son of Don, Nazim Mohammed's fat fingers. Yeah, a lot of shit, man. Who's the hardest wrestler in real life? I've heard that some of this Holly Race. Others say it was hard. I don't know, but there's a video on it. I mean, guys like Ken Shamrock did WWE as well. Brock Lesnar, man. They got to be considered, right? It depends on the hardest. Like complete guy impervious to pain who fight anyone to the death or go with better skills. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Did PewDiePie sell his soul? Likely. Has he stopped? I never used to fucking know about him, really. There's 100 million subscribers. His base things to be ex-child stars. Well, usually that's an indication that he's been bought. They will control the operation and pretend to be base. We'll say some base things while secretly being wrong-uns. So, my boy, we smoking a bird. I was watching wrestlers getting fucked up inside the cage. You know, you gotta say, Brock Lesnar did all right. You might say, what's his record in the end? Something like 2 wins and 3 losses? I don't know. But the fact that the guy went straight from WWE and wrestling to winning the UFC championship is impressive. Obviously, if it's true. He didn't like getting hit in the face. I can't remember who it was, Kenny Velasquez or something. When he's hitting him in the fucking face, when he's on top of him, he doesn't like it. But, you know, whatever, man. These guys... The heavyweight, the UFC heavyweights are whack. I don't just mean that's not fair, right? Obviously, John Jones isn't bad. There's guys with skills, but talent pool is not great, man. You know. Right, I'm on a jet in 5 minutes. So let's have some more questions before I jet. Didn't Batista have an MMA match? I'm not sure. This guy was whacked. Not John Cena. C-Punk. Yeah, I don't really know WWE, and he got fucking battered. Lee talks boxing. There is no Triple B without Lee talks boxing. Follow his channel. Hello, Usyk. Do bomb back to the jungle. That's some funny shit. That's a bit racist. Ooga booga. Ooga booga. Yeah, it's sad that they sold their soul. I think the elites in the media want to control the control each of its side. Yeah, I mean, in every single avenue. The traditional media, so the Guardian, the Times, all the broadsheets, whilst also influencing the kids with bullshit like fucking whatever dog shit, YouTubers, Towie, it's fucking bullshit. Lee, sorry, I'm not racist. My God, can attest for this. Yeah, everyone knows a fucking Lee's an oil driller, man. Leave him alone. Pump my lights out. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna finish up, bros. I'm gonna eat some food. I've had nothing to eat today. So I give much love to me fans, to me friends. We'll see how the Usyk stupid Dubois fight. I might do a what's it called a live after that. But until then, take care, guys, and be good. All right, peace in the Middle East. Fuck the police. Fuck the Illuminati beast.